Hello, vinyl lovers in the vinyl community in YouTube land. It's LJ, and back tonight to shoot another video, this time to show some of the recent 80s finds that I've picked up. Mostly these came out of, I think, one lot of records that I picked up, and growing up in the 80s, it's kind of hard to resist. You know, it wasn't a super lot of money, and I don't know if I'll keep them all, but they are here, and I do want to run through them really quick. The nice thing about it is it turns into kind of just a show of the albums. It's all stuff I've listened to, and eager to put away the ones that I'm going to keep, but always interested in everyone's thoughts, and if anything flashes by that anyone's interested in, I don't think I'm getting married to any of this, so feel free to let me know, and always open to some trades. Picked up Miami Sound Machine's Primitive Love, and it was kind of in the lot. You know what, the real cool, interesting thing about this that I can't help but not say is this was like their 10th album that they had actually done, but it was the first one that had really all the hits. Conga, Bad Boy, Falling in Love. Tons of good stuff on this. I can't say it's going to get listened to a whole hell of a lot. Somebody knows they want it. Comments, email if you're interested. The Busboys, Minimum Wage Rock and Roll. For those of you that are familiar with 48 Hours in the bar scene at Torchies, the Busboys are telling you the boys are back in town, and there ain't no fooling around. What I love about this is it changed the perception at the time in 1980 that it was, I'm struggling to say this the right way, I don't want to offend anybody, it's that you weren't seeing a lot of African American or black artists at this time do anything other than R&B or disco. And the funny thing is, the juxtaposition is in the 50s and the 60s, and James Brown and Chuck Berry really belting out rock and roll. And I think the Busboys worked really hard to bring that image back into social conscious, that was okay, and they did a damn good job doing it. I want to say if it wasn't for the Busboys, there would be no Living Colour. Madonna's Like a Prayer. A little damage on the cover, but this is one that doesn't turn up too often. I actually do like this album a lot. For Dear Jessie and Like a Prayer and Charged, I thought this was one of her better LPs from the late 80s, and it's a time where CDs took over, so you don't see it too frequently. This one I am married to, and it's Simple Minds, Sparkle in the Rain. This is a Simple Minds record that gets really overshadowed between New Gold Dream and their other more popular material, but I think this one is every bit as good. Happy to have it. Bruce Hornsby and the Range, I believe this is their second release, Scenes from the South Side. Again, a phenomenal record, very jazzy, very upbeat. It's a great listen. I've had that on cassette since it came out. Mr. General Hospital, Rick Springfield's Working Class Dog. This guy wishes he was Jessie's girl, and on this he turned in a really good, I'm going to call it a power pop record. I listened to it today. It was better than I remembered it. The follow-up, Success Hasn't Spoiled Me Yet. 3 Pat Benatar records. A couple were replacement copies, better condition than mine. Crimes of Passion. I believe that's 1980. 1981, my favorite Pat album, Precious Time. And don't let anyone tell you that Pat Benatar can't rock and hang with the best of them, with the Joan Jetts and the Lita Fords, because she definitely can. Get nervous? These next 3, I just had to. It's bad. It's cheese and it's bad, but it's good. You gotta remember, this stuff was so popular at the time and sold in spades. Corey Hart's First Offense. If I had a pair of sunglasses because it's night, I would put them on for you. Second, Boy in the Box. And the last Corey Hart LP I picked up was Fields of Fire. This has a really good cover of Can't Help Falling in Love, Elvis Presley song. Dirty Dancing soundtrack. It's not a soundtrack I had. It's got a handful of decent tunes on it. The song Yes is just such a big, over-the-top R&B tinged 80s soundtrack song. Such cheese. Men at Work's Cargo. This one I'm actually going to defend as a really decent album. Far better, in my opinion, than Business as Usual. which boasted most of the hits. I've always been more of a fan of Cargo. DeBarge, Rhythm of the Night, so mainstream. But El DeBarge can sing. And his sister Bunny there, and she can sing too. But this was the stuff in the day. It really was. And I don't know, once a year I get the urge to throw on the Jets and DeBarge and just go 80s R&B dance pop. It happens. So I'm good with having it. Bryan Adams, second LP. You want it? You got it. And if you want it, you can probably have it. I'm not very to it. This one, again, a good album. UB40's Labor of Love. This one well known for Red Red Wine. This was a good pickup. Again, one I don't see too frequently. I did get this one for my wife. There's a big funny story behind this. She'd kill me. This is Tiffany's debut LP. You know, you see something you know she'll like, and the Mall Queen, and she was a big Tiffany fan. Did the lip sync performance in CCD, and actually had a video of it. It's really cool. But this was a pickup for her. You can't leave it sitting there, right? Another good one, just so the 80s isn't all cheese, is Steve Winwood's solo LP, Arc of a Diver, While You See a Chance. Huge hit here. I listened to this again today, and it's really a good LP. The last one on our big 80s journey, including the ones that I dropped, In Excess, Kick. A long time gap in my collection. Very happy to finally add this. I do have a lot of their LPs, but Kick had just eluded me for a long time. My original copy from the mid-80s is long since worn out, so this was another great ad. So guys, hopefully everyone enjoyed that and didn't want to spend a long time with a history lesson on any of those. It was just a couple of boxes and a whole bunch of 80s treats. Have a Pac-Man day, guys. Ciao.